Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. I am the Sandman, and today I have a little redstone tutorial video for you guys. I'm going to make this shulker box storage system that I made on the Kronos server. So let's get right into this thing. It's pretty nice. You have 4 chests over here along with 4 hoppers to store shulker boxes in, and you have the same amount on the other side, 4 chests and 4 hoppers. Um, how you do this is you just come over here. You fill up this side first, and then this side will fill up once this side is full. So come on over here and open up a chest, and you see I got a bunch of shulker boxes in here. So you hover over them with the cursor, and you hit Q. You just Q out a few things, and it goes into the floor, and it gets sucked up into the system. So you open it up, you take out what you want. You go do your project, you come back, and then you just put these back in here, hit the button, and see it breaks it and automatically dispenses the next one. You open it up, put your stuff in, dispenses the next one. Alright, you open that one, do some stuff, and then it goes back into the storage system. So the way that this thing works as well is it detects a full shulker box, and when there is one, it'll automatically fire the piston, break it, and then store it back into the chest. So what we do is you just, like this one here is full, so I'm just going to hit Q, going to Q that out. See, it goes into the floor, it gets sucked up into the system, and you see the piston automatically breaks it, puts it back into the chest because it's a full shulker box. So you have this lever here, you flick that lever, see the light turns on, that overrides that system. So now we'll take that same shulker box again, there it is, we're going to hit Q, throw it out, and you see it gets dispensed, and it's not breaking it because that light is on. So you open it up, you take out what you need, you go do your project, you come back here. When you come back, you want to flick this lever to load the shulker box. So we're going to load it here. You see it gets automatically dispensed, broken with the piston, and put right back into the system. It also has an indicator light, so if we queue out a couple of these, queue out 3 of them, and you see they go into the system, and now this light turns on, indicating that there's more shulker boxes in the system. So you can open it up, do what you need. See, there's still one in there. Take out your stuff. And see, now the light turns off. There is no more shulker boxes in the system. And there we go. It also has a system where you can just, let's say you take out a bunch of shulker boxes, you go do a project, and then you come back and you just want to put this stuff in here and go. You just open up this chest, throw all these in, and you see they get right into the system, and then they get stored back here in the chest. Just like that. So, super cool, super useful. And the redstone in the back is not super bad. There's 2 item elevators. Using observers and note blocks, and then just some water streams, and then this system back here is just for detecting shulker boxes and then breaking them, and the automatic override over here. And so yeah, you may notice these composters. I put these on top of hoppers to help reduce lag on the server. You see I have them here as well. So yeah, so that's pretty much the redstone. So without further ado, let's get into the video. Okay, so to build this thing, you're going to need a 15 by 11 by 9 area. So 15 this way, 11 that way, and then 9 up and down. Notably, you want to go 2 underground, or 3 underground, sorry. 3 underground to make room for the redstone. And this thing is perfectly symmetrical with 7 on one side, 7 on the other. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So the 8th block is going to be your center, and that's where the dispenser and piston and stuff like that is going to be. So the materials that you're going to need for this build You're gonna need 15 droppers, 11 observers, 4 note blocks, 7 comparators, 13 repeaters, 1 redstone block, a bunch of redstone dust. I didn't count how much, just a bunch, 41 hoppers, 3 redstone lamps, 8 shroom lights, or it can be sea lanterns, whatever kind of light emitting block you want, 1 dispenser, 1 sticky piston, 1 piece of soul sand, 22 blue ice, packed ice, um, will work just fine, 4 regular ice, or you can just use, you need 4 water sources, so you can also use water buckets, 1 lever, 1 button, 1 sign, 14 composters if you want to reduce lag on your server, as again I put these over top of hoppers, 17 chests, 60 pieces of glass, a bunch of building blocks of your choice, some slabs of your choice, and a bunch of stairs of your choice. So, yep, so let's get on with the build. Okay, so to build this thing, you want to find the center and come out 3 blocks. 1, 2, 3. And we're going to place a temporary block. We're going to place a chest. And then we're going to place our piece of soul sand. Place another temporary block. And you're going to put a dispenser right on top of that. And then we're going to place 2 more temporary blocks. And then we're going to get out a sticky piston. And put that piston right there. So now let's get rid of those temporary blocks, just like so. And now we're going to get out some observers. And you want to be observing that piston, and then have an observer observing that observer there. Put a slab on top of that sticky piston, and that is your braking system right there. So now what you want to do is we're just going to kind of encase this, put some shroom lights on the side of this chest here. Then you want to place a block, come up 3, come up 4, and then come down 3 blocks there. So it should look like that. Now underneath here, you want to place shroom light, place a block, shroom light, and then kind of encase this like this. You can do the same thing on the other side. Just like so. And then we're going to come up like this. And then you want to get out your redstone lamps, and we're going to place one, yep, right there. Place a redstone lamp there, and one at the bottom, and one at the top on the other side, and then kind of encase it. Now you want to get out your button and your lever. I'll place a button underneath that light and a lever underneath that one right there. Put some shroom lights in the corners and then a block up on top, just like that. Now you want to encase this whole thing. And then we're going to start with our chests. So we're going to place a chest there, place another one, get out our hoppers now. You want to place a hopper, chest, come up, place another hopper, and then another chest, another hopper. Oh, come on, get up there. And another chest, and then on the back side, place a hopper going into that chest. Let's get out our temporary blocks again. Place one there and one there, and have a hopper going into that temporary block. Remove those, and now you can start in with your stairs. So over here we're going to place a stair here, and then we're going to place a stair there, and one right there, and then one at the bottom. just like so. So now let's do the same thing on the other side. Get out our chests. It's a chest there. Hoppers. Just like that. Chest. Hopper. Chest. And then a hopper here. And then a chest. And then we can place a chest, a hopper going into that chest just like so. Now let's come in with our stairs and do the same thing as we did on the other side. There's one there. Whoops. Don't toss them out. There's one there, and one at the bottom. And there we go. So now we can start with the backside and a bunch of the redstone. You can also, like, to close this off, you want to kind of put stairs along the top. Okay, so now we're going to start with our droppers. And you want to come over to the streamlight and drop straight down. Place a dropper right there, adjacent from that streamlight, and then one on the other side. So right there, adjacent from that streamlight. Now get out your ice, and you want to break out the ground below them and place in the ice, just like that. And then here in the center, 3, 1, 2, 3. Break out a few more blocks, and then let's get out our droppers. And then we're going to create an item elevator right here, going straight up to that. So place dropper, 2, 3, 4, 5. And now let's get out our hopper. And you want to place a hopper going right into that dispenser, just like that. And now have a hopper going into the bottom of that dropper, just like that. Let's break ourselves out some more room here. Now for the redstone, you place a comparator, repeater, put it on 2 ticks, and then put a block there, repeater there on 2 ticks, redstone dust there, and then a block, and redstone dust just like that. Now let's get out our observers and our note blocks. And you want to be observing this repeater just like that. Place a note block, an observer going into that note block, an observer going down into that note block there, another note block, and then another observer just like that. And that is your first item elevator done. And now we're going to do one over here on this side. So let's come right on over here, right underneath this hopper, and we're going to go up 2 blocks, 1, 2, and then we're going to start placing in some droppers. So we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then what you want to do is place a 6th one, just like that, going into that hopper. And get rid of those temporary blocks. Now let's do the redstone for this one. So we're going to go block there, and then we're going to go comparator, repeater, block, same thing as this clock over here. Place a block there, and then block there, block here, and block there. Place a repeater, put them both on 2 ticks, redstone dust, and then another piece of dust, just like that. Now again with the observers, we're going to be observing this repeater. We want a note block, observer, whoops, and then another note block, An observer looking at the note blocks, just like that. Now what I like to do is I like to place a block on top of these note blocks because then it doesn't make noise when you're working. Just like that. So now that that is done, we can do the redstone for these droppers here. So first let's start off with some hoppers that are going to go into these droppers. So they're going to be right underneath these chests, so that when you throw out a shulker box, it gets sucked up into these. So place a hopper on top of that one. Go 3 hoppers over. And then we're going to do another 3 hoppers, just like that. And then 2 more, just like that. The other 2 are going to go right underneath this row of chests here. And then we can kind of encase this a little bit. That. So we're going to place a block behind the dropper, place a block along the side of it. Go comparator, repeater, block, place another block back here, repeater, redstone dust here, redstone dust there, and there, just like that. That is your clock for that dropper. Now let's do the same thing on the other side. So we're going to go hopper, 1, 2, just like that, and then do 3 more, just like that, and then 2 underneath the row of hoppers. Kind of encase it a little bit, like this. And now you want to place a block behind the dropper, place a block to the side of it, comparator, repeater, block, place another block, redstone dust, repeater, and then the redstone dust, just like that. And that is your dropper system there. Now you just want to run some glass through here, encase this water stream in glass. And then you can get out your ice or your, and I think I'm actually going to use a water bucket. So you can place water there, or ice. You put the ice there and then break it. Come over to the other side, place another water bucket, just like that. Or ice, whatever works. And then we're going to place some more glass along the top here. Kind of encase that whole water stream. Just like that. Okay. Now let's kind of block that off a little bit, just like so. All right. Now there's that circuit done. So now all we got to do is do the circuitry back here for the shulker box braking system. But first, we're going to run a hopper line going over here to this dropper elevator here. So we're going to go 3 hoppers. 1, 2, 3, just like that. Then we're going to go 2 in, just like that. And then, go into here. And then 1, 2, gonna have to break this. Come over here, and then 3, right underneath that soul sand. Put that glass back. Now, where that chest is, you want to have a hopper running underneath that chest into this hopper line, just like that. So it should look just like this. You'll have 3 going this way, 2 going this way, and then 3 going that way into the dropper. So now what I like to do is cover all of these up with composters. It helps to reduce lag. Okay, so now we're going to work on the detecting a full shulker box system. So if I break out this block here, you see that's where the shulker boxes are going to be, right? So we can take a comparator reading out of this block. So you want to place a comparator right there, place a block there, repeater right there. Come on now, repeater there. We're going to place another repeater right there on top of that block. You're going to place a block here, and then you want a block right there. And then we're going to come up a block, just like that. So just like this. And then you want a repeater going into this block, and a repeater going into that repeater. And then dust, 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 dust. And then you want a block right here to cut off that signal. So now, when we flick the lever on the other side of here, it's going to power this repeater, powering this line, powering this repeater, locking this repeater out, so that the piston doesn't automatically break the shulker box. If the shulker box is full, the comparator is going to see it. The repeater here is going to light up, lighting up this redstone dust, powering this block, which is going to power this repeater. So yep, so a little bit of mistake there. So then this block has got to be one more block down. So 2 over and then 1 up, just like that. Yep, so a little bit of a mistake there. So yep, 2 over and then 1 up. So there's that system done. So now the only thing that we have to do is we have to have a system that is going to see that there's a shulker box in the dispenser here. So we want to place a block and another block there, place a block here. We're going to put a comparator coming out of that dispenser, and then we're going to place a block up just like that. And then you want to place a block down here, come out 2 blocks, and then we want to have a repeater going into this light, and then you want a piece of redstone dust right there. So now when it sees a full shulker box, it's going to light up this comparator, powering this block, powering that line, powering that light. So now what you want to do is we want to be able to power this dispenser from the first time a shulker box comes in here, the very first shulker box. So to do that, we're going to place a block here, and then we're going to place an observer right there looking at that comparator. And now you want to place a few more blocks right there, place a repeater right there going into that block, and then redstone dust just like that. So now when a shulker box first comes into this dispenser here, the comparator is going to light up, the observer is going to see that, and it's going to power this block, which is going to power the dispenser dispensing out the first shulker box. So now we're almost done. All we got to do now is send the signal when you push the button to break the shulker box, so it's going to activate the piston. So we're going to put a block here, place a block there, and then place another block on top of the piston, and then just have some dust running down just like that. So now if I push this button, see, it's going to activate that. Oh, one other thing I forgot. You want to place a redstone block. The only redstone block that's in the entire build. Right here going into this comparator, just like that. Okay, so anyway, so we're almost done now. So now we just have to create the circuit that brings shulker boxes over to the other side when this side is full. So we're going to create this circuit here. So we're going to run a hopper line. So you want to come out 4 and then over 3. So let's get out our hoppers. And we have our temporary blocks. Right, so we want to go, oh, that's only 3. 1, 2, 3. So we want to go one more. Oh, whoops. Another derp. We want to go this way. There we go. In case you haven't noticed, this is my first actual redstone tutorial. Okay, so now 4 out this way, and now you want to come out 3. So that's 1, 2, 3, right there. Just like that. Now we're going to go into a dropper. Let's get out our droppers. And then we're going to go dropper there. And we're going to get out our ice again. Run ice over to this hopper here. Just like so. And now we're going to run some redstone to this guy. And you can do this a couple different ways. Probably the best way is to go comparator here with a block. And then you can go repeater. Get out our dust. Redstone dust just like that. And then place a dust on top of that block. Just like so. Now whatever goes into this dropper will get dispensed out. And it'll come down this water column here and then over to this hopper. So now we just need to encase this. So we're going to place a piece of glass on top of that chest. And then we're going to start coming along this way. Just like that. And now we need our sign, and we need our water bucket or ice, whatever your preferred method is. So we're going to place the water bucket there, and you see the water does not go all the way. So you can place the sign somewhere here in the middle. I would suggest putting it right here so that your water stream can continue this way, just along like that. And now we're going to encase this in glass. And there we go. Finishing touches, we're going to put some composters on top of these hoppers here to help prevent some lag. And then you can place another one on top of this one right there. And that is the whole system built, like redstone wise. You just want to kind of encase this. And then you want to place slabs over these hoppers. So let's get out our slabs. Do the same thing to the other side. Excuse me, bat. Thank you. And now, if we throw all these in here, they are the same one. So we're going to have to flick this lever. I'm going to cue all these out. Whoops. Just like that. So they should all get dispensed. There they are. The light's on. Lets us know there's more in the system. I can open this up, do whatever. Break it. This one's missing a couple, so that one is not going to get broken automatically. That one does. That one does. Just like that. And then, of course, also, if, you know, I come back from my project and I just want to get out of here, I can throw stuff in this chest. And it gets automatically stored just like that. So, yeah. So that's the Shulker box storage system. I hope that you enjoyed this video. If you did, please leave a like and don't forget to subscribe. And hopefully I can do some more redstone videos like this in the future. I got a lot of stuff over here, you know, monostable circuits and whatnot. Some things I might hit on in a later video if you know, you guys need some redstone assistance. And so yeah, so I'll see you guys in the next video, and thanks for watching. Have a good one.